Welcome back, True Seeker. Earlier today during my live stream, it was requested that I look into the deaths of C.J. Fuller and the man known as the French Frank Sinatra. We're going to start right here with the death of the young man, dead at age 22, just shy of his 23rd birthday. It wasn't long ago he was playing in the college football championship for the Clemson Tigers under Dabu Sweeney. And what I'm going to show you is he was ritually murdered yesterday, October 3rd, 2018, as a ritual for the upcoming college football championship on January 7th, 2019. If you're new here, I talk about a code known as Gematria. It's the ancient practice of coding numbers into words. There's a song out there called Gematria, the killing name. There's another song out there called Murder by Numbers, about how killing people is as simple as A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, which is exactly what Gematria is. And if you're new to my work and you find this interesting, I have a book linked in the description of every video. It's $5 for a 773-page book. The longest chapter in that book is called Murder by Numbers. It's a book within a book. It's over 150 pages long. And there's a very familiar pattern of people dying in connections to the number 103 and 27. And this young man joins that club, dying on October 3rd, 10/3 like 103, being the man who wore the number 27 for Clemson in light of the upcoming college championship being on a date with 27 numerology. The relationship between 103 and 27 is that 103 is the 27th prime number. These numbers come up all the time. Here's number 27, dead on October 3rd. And here's TMZ's reporting. C.J. Fuller dead at 22, suspected seizure, but they don't know what the cause of the seizure and death was. I just want you to see that using Gematria, seizure sums to 103. And dead on 10/3, October 3rd, is this young man. Again, it's as simple as the alphabetic order. S is the 19th letter, E's the 5th, I's the 9th, Z's the 26th, U's the 21st, R's the 18th, E's the 5th. If you are given chemical concoctions that are meant to kill you, they will cause you to have a seizure and then cause your heart to stop functioning, which then causes death. And no doubt that's exactly what was done to this young man. These things are in the lyrics of the song Murder by Numbers, which came out in the year 83, not by accident. The word murder equals 83. Football happens to equal 83. And if you look up the movie poster for the movie Murder by Numbers, you'll notice they changed the E to a 3 and the B to an 8. 8 and 3, 3 and 8. They didn't mess with any of the other letters. Murder has Gematria of 38 and 83. So anyhow, here's things to know. The day he died, October 3rd, 2018, to the date of the championship, January 7th, 2019, the upcoming college championship, that's 97 days. And the word death has Gematria 97. See it all the time. He wore the number 27. He played for Clemson. The upcoming college championship is at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Santa Clara's 27, Clemson's 27. The date of the game, January 7th, 19. 1 plus 7 plus 19. It's going to be played on a date with 27 numerology. This young man, his birthday, it was November 22nd. November 22nd, right? Here it is right here. He was born November 22nd, 95. Dead October 3rd, 2018. Just shy of his 23rd birthday. Dead at 22. Football, a game of 11 on 11. 22 men on the field. The master builder number in numerology. But from his birthday, what would have been his 23rd birthday, to the championship, it's 46 days. That stands out in a big way because sacrifice equals 46. So does Levi's Stadium, where the game's going to be. And again, this code is largely connected to the Bible, especially the beginning, Genesis. If you open up Genesis 46, it begins with a sacrifice. This is another number a lot of people die by. If you are new here, there's 4 base ciphers. The alphabetic order. My camera has frozen again. Keeps freezing. Anyway. The alphabetic order, that's where seizure equals 103. The next most simple cipher to understand is just flipping the alphabetic order around, making Z1 counting back to A is 26. In that cipher, seizure sums to 86, like how blood sacrifice equals 86 when you flip the alphabetic order and use the rules of numerology. There's 4 ciphers: alphabetic order, reverse alphabetic order, and then those 2 orders incorporating the rules of numerology. You learn those 4 ciphers, you can see through all riddles in the media. Murder riddles, propaganda riddles, rigged election riddles, rigged sports riddles. Again, in case you're new here, I've been calling out the college championships, who will win, what the score will be, before the games are even played. It's all scripted. And sometimes I wonder if when they ritually sacrifice these young men, if they choose the ones that they know are guilty of being in on the rigging. Perhaps CJ Fuller. You know, perhaps they see them as the worthy sacrifice since they know they weren't the most honest individuals in the first place. And even if that is the case, it's still sick. It's not like you deserve to be murdered for participating in rigged football. There's a few other riddles here. The last Clemson football game that they played was against Syracuse, and they won with 27 points. They're the 4 seed. This guy died 4 days later, number 27. The date of their next game against the Demon Deacons out of Winston-Salem. You know, Winston-Salem's no stranger to murder by numbers. Here's a story a lot of you know. Chris Paul, famous basketball player, his grandfather was killed at age 61 the day Chris Paul signed with Wake Forest in Winston-Salem. Grandpa, murdered at 61, supposedly by a random group of thugs. Grandpa with the alphabetic order 61. Chris Paul goes on to score 61 points in his high school game as a tribute. None of that stuff an accident. A lot of these high schools even participate in the rigging. What are the odds? Chris Paul's grandfather murdered the day he signs with Wake Forest, the Demon Deacons. A lot of suspicious murders in connection to Winston-Salem. Clemson's next game is against the Demon Deacons on October 6, 2018, a date with a life lesson number of 27. They just played their last game, winning with 27. Next game on a 27 date, in between number 27 dead. Also, this death, it comes 50 days before his 23rd birthday. CJ Fuller, dead 50 days before his birthday. Dabu Sweeney equals 50. Dabu Sweeney, 50. He died on the beginning of October. October's the only month with Gematria, 33. October, 33. Tigers, 33. Played for the Clemson Tigers. CJ Fuller, 33. Big number with masonry. In that same cipher, masonry, 33. Secrecy, 33. Order, 33. The color orange also sums to 33. Like how he wore the orange Clemson jersey. Look at this reporting from ESPN right here. Fuller appeared in 43 games. If you're new here, big football number 43. Big Masonic killing number 2. Football has the Gematria 43. Alphabetic order in reverse with the rules of numerology. Killing in that cipher is 43. So is Masonic. RIP with the alphabetic order 43. ESPN, first stat they put up. He appeared in 43 games. Next stat, 599 rushing yards. Check this out. 599 is the 109th prime number. 109 is the 29th prime. And like I've said, college and pro, everything's scripted from the final score to the box score. These guys are puppets on strings. It's Tecmo Bowl. With regards to it being the 29th prime, Fuller, and the most important of the base 4 ciphers, 29. And football is 29 in that cipher. So some nice stats there that they report. He had 147 carries. Where have I seen that number? Freemason, 147. Conspiracy, 147. In the NFL, from week 1 Sunday to Super Bowl Sundays, 147 days each year. This mention of the 30-yard touchdown, I just did a live stream on my Patreon decoding this in real time for $1 members and up. So just know I just presented this and broke this down in real time, and I actually showed more in there than I'm going to show you. But if you want to join my Patreon for $1, you can watch the decode we just did, and I talk about the 30, but I'm going to skip it for this decode. The word death has Gematria 20. They mentioned the 20 as well. The 68 always. Caskets go 6 feet deep or 8 feet long. Again, if you've read my book, Letters and Numbers, the chapter Murder by Numbers, we define these numbers and why they show up in these rituals. But the big one is the 27-103 combo. I talk about it all the time. It happens again and again. And here's just the latest. This is what we're supporting, people. I'm sure you've heard that term 86th to get rid of. That's what just happened to this young man. Blood sacrifice has that Gematria 86. You see this 121 too? Look at the coordinates of Levi's Stadium. I already know, just from doing past work, that stadium's on the 121st meridian. I already know it is. You see? Blood sacrifice 121. That's where the championship game's going to be. And, if you're new here, I've been calling out what sports championships are going to be before, we're even far into the season, sometimes even before the season begins. Like the last time there was a big championship at Levi's Stadium, it was Super Bowl 50. And I said why in October of that year I called all this stuff correctly. If you doubt it, there's a USA Today article about it making fun of me. But that year in October, I said it would be the Broncos over the Panthers. I said it's going to be all about race war symbolism. I said Von Miller will be the MVP, number 58, drafted one pick behind Cam Newton. Cam Newton about to become the 58th quarterback to start in the Super Bowl against Peyton Manning, which is exactly what happened. The reason I knew that is because Huey P. Newton, which equals 58 in our most important cipher, Huey P. Newton started the Black Panther Party in the Bay Area. And he started it in 66, the year of the first Panthers. Cam Newton, with the same last name, playing with the team with the Black Panther on their helmet. I said, just watch. He'll be the 58th quarterback to start in the Super Bowl. He'll lose to the white Denver Broncos. And Von Miller, number 58, will be the MVP. And I said, just watch. There'll be some Black Panther narrative. And sure enough, Beyonce got criticized for dressing up as a Black Panther. I also said why there would be a tribute to Super Bowl 24. And the Broncos ended up winning with 24 points. Broncos got blown out by the 49ers in Super Bowl 24, 55-10. John Elway and the Broncos were 55 years old when Super Bowl 50 rolled around. But, you can search for this article. Just search USA Today, Zachary K. Hubbard. You can read the article. And then when you get down to the end, you can see how he mocks me with 47,000. There's 47 degrees on the Freemason compass. He links this post right here, which is the Simpsons cartoon, where they... Who controls the British? I don't want to get a copyright strike, but he links this song, We Do. And after he writes about 47,000, it's because We Do equals 47, like the 47 degrees on the Freemason compass. I should note that from today to Dabu Sweeney's upcoming birthday, the day of the news to Dabu Sweeney's upcoming birthday is 47. Also a span of 47 days from his birthday to the championship game. 47 is a big number with the Freemasons. The 47 degrees on their logo on the compass represents foundation. The word foundation is 47. But just understand, these Masons, they do everything by numerical riddle. They mock by numerical riddle. I mean, they write an article about me making fun of, the code, but then really paying tribute to the fact that I'm right in the end. And in case you are new here, that's not the only sports article written about me. Another recent one was this right here. Last year I exposed why the Astros would beat the Dodgers in the World Series long before the World Series rolled around. And I said how it was going to be all about number 52, which it was. The whole playoffs were all about 52 last year. And this guy makes fun of all the different things that I wrote about 52, or he makes fun of some of the things. You can read this article too, it's from Vice Sports. But, both of them refer to me as a conspiracy theorist or wacko YouTuber. But in reality, what I am is, a great truth teller and a great exposer of wrongdoing. But what's hilarious is this guy that they even chose to write the article making fun of me and all the riddles with 52. They even found some douche with 52 name gematria. That's just how coded all this stuff is, and it's this way every single day. And just to make an even further point, most people would look at a story like this and go, oh, the Frank Sinatra of France died at age 94. He lived a nice, long, healthy life. What a lucky man. But, even at this age, they murder people. This guy's birthday is May 22nd. He died October 1st. He died 132 days after his birthday. What's Frank Sinatra equal? 132. The Frank Sinatra of France, what a coincidence. He dies 132 days after his birthday. Like I've been saying for years, these people kill young and old by the numbers. You can always go deeper, but this is deep enough right here. Plus, when I got a book about it, and I've already spelled it out and said, watch how many more people are going to die in your lifetime in connection to 103 and 27, and it just happens month after month after month. You think people would catch on. And for those of you who are sitting here going, man, this is dumb, this is some coincidence, here's for the guy calling coincidence. Right here, buddy. You should just buy a whole wardrobe of these right here and just sport this every day. Make sure, but let it be known what you are. A coincidence theorist. Through and through. You can get a magnet for your fridge to remind yourself. You can get a mug. You can get a ball cap. Don't be afraid to let the world know what you are, coincidence theorist. All right, truth seekers, until next time.